Hey guys, welcome back to Flat Creek Outdoors. I'm Phil. Thanks for checking out the channel if this is your first time here. If this is your first time here, I have a Wolf Ridge splitter and I have a firewood business I'm trying to start. Each of the last couple years I've been selling some firewood, just a few $1,000s worth each year, but now that I have the high quality splitter on site, I'm putting a lot more energy into growing the firewood business significantly, and I've talked in previous videos about trying to kind of reorganize my wood yard here, but today I am kind of just griping about the weather. The winters here in Virginia are just the worst, at least in my part of Virginia. We don't get much extended cold, so the ground doesn't freeze, though it is frozen right now, and I am thankful for it. But the sun is coming out, it's going to get above freezing today, and then each of the next several days are going to be above freezing, so everything's just going to turn into muddy slop. I kind of wish it would either just stay cold, or it would warm up and it would stay dry, but it doesn't do that. We get these freeze-thaw cycles, and it's just a yucky mess until like the end of March, and that's just what we have to deal with. So today I'm gonna stack a little bit of this maple, actually I'm gonna stack all of this maple and this elm that I split the other day, get it out of the way, pull the splitter up, start cracking open some of these other oak blocks that I have around here that I picked up the other day, and just keep adding to the inventory while I can before everything just turns into a muddy mess. So follow along, it's gonna be a fun one. I'm going to be splitting quite a bit of wood here in the next couple days, so I'm going to move the splitter up over here just off camera, and as the wood piles up in front of the splitter, I can just pull the splitter back and just have a big pile here, and then I'll spend some time getting it all stacked, and I'll be right next to the stacks. So this just comes out and goes in the other end, and then I'll just be able to use the tractor and pull it along. Should work out pretty good. You can actually see there's so much slope here. The hitch is barely off the ground, so when it comes time to move this, I will need to lower the other end in order to get that hitch up off the ground. That was about 40 minutes work. Let the splitter warm up for a little bit of that, so it wasn't 40 minutes of splitting, but anyway, it does a lot of wood in a little short period. I need to rework how I split here in the wood yard, because 40 minutes worth of work, you can see, get a lot done, pretty much blow through all the rounds I have laying around. I need to start piling up a lot more rounds at once and have larger splitting sessions. But anyway, you might have noticed I was hitting the return handle when it got to the end of the stroke. It wasn't kicking out. It still does not consistently kick out until the splitter is warmed up. Even though I've tried to tinker with it, it's a little better, but you can see the thermometer on the side of the tank. It isn't until the oil gets up to close to 70 degrees when it starts acting correctly. And it takes, especially when it's cold out, it takes a good 20-25 minutes to get there. And that was some ice falling off of the shed over there. Anyway, I need to run this splitter longer, get it warmer, have a lot more wood on the ground, and I think I'll be a lot more efficient. The splitter also seems to speed up a little bit after it warms up. The cycle time speeds up. It's pretty slow when the oil's cold, but I guess that's to be expected. Got that maple stacked, it's looking good. I think I take down, maybe one more small maple tree. We'll fill out the top of that row there, and then that row will be all done. And I mentioned on a previous video, this is going to be some of the first wood that I sell this upcoming year. And as spring approaches, I want to cut a lot more maple, a lot more elm, a lot more poplar, because all of those dry really, really fast. Right now, I'm primarily focused on splitting as much oak as I can get my hands on, just because it takes the longest to season. But last year I found out I can cut some maple, some poplar, and some elm probably as late as like May and still sell it that upcoming winter, because it'll be good and dry by then. So for now, I'll keep focusing on as much oak as I can get my hands on, and then I'll shift focus over into doing more of the softer, lighter woods that dry out faster. So thanks for checking out the channel today, guys. It was a good little splitting session there. Got some stacking to do, and I've got to get my hands on some more wood so we can run this splitter a lot more. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you later.